Hello, aspiring scientists. Welcome to an exciting session on chemistry for G Advanced. Today, we are diving into the fascinating world of aldehydes and ketones, specifically exploring their oxidation reactions. This topic is crucial for understanding how these fundamental organic compounds transform, laying the groundwork for more complex synthesis. We'll start with the basics, then gradually build up to advanced concepts, mechanisms, and competitive problem solving. Get ready for a 4-level journey from easy to hardest, preparing you thoroughly for G Advanced. Ready to discover how some molecules change easily, while others put up a fight. Let's begin our journey with the easy concepts of oxidation. Oxidation in organic chemistry generally means adding oxygen or removing hydrogen. For aldehydes and ketones, it's about altering the carbonyl group. The key difference lies in their structure. Aldehydes have a hydrogen atom attached to the carbonyl carbon, making them relatively easy to oxidize. This CH bond is susceptible to attack. Ketones, on the other hand, have two alkyl or aryl groups attached to the carbonyl carbon, lacking that easily oxidizable hydrogen. This structural difference makes ketones much more resistant to oxidation under mild conditions, often requiring vigorous treatment to break stronger carbon-carbon bonds. To differentiate and oxidize aldehydes, we use mild oxidizing agents like Tollens reagent, which is ammoniacal silver nitrate. Aldehydes get oxidized to carboxylic acids, and the silver ions are reduced to elemental silver, forming a beautiful silver mirror. Fehling's and Benedict's solutions, containing copper, ions, also oxidize aldehydes to carboxylic acids, but they produce a brick-red precipitate of cuprous oxide. Ketones, remember, do not react with these mild reagents. For both aldehydes and ketones, strong oxidizing agents like potassium permanganate or dichromate can be used. However, ketones need harsh conditions, leading to C-to-C bond cleavage and smaller carboxylic acids. For example, ethanol readily oxidizes to ethanoic acid. Now, let's test your understanding with these easy practice questions. Pause the video, try to answer them, and then check your solutions. These will help solidify your grasp on the basic concepts of aldehyde and ketone oxidation. Good luck! Let's step up our game. In the medium level, we'll delve deeper into the specific reagents and their distinct applications. At the medium level, we'll explore the mechanisms behind mild oxidation. Tollens test, for instance, involves the aldehyde forming a hydrate, which is then oxidized by the silver diamine complex. The Ag+ ions gain electrons, reducing to metallic silver. Similarly, Fehling's and Benedict's solutions use alkaline copper, hydroxide to oxidize aldehydes. The Cu2+ ions are reduced to Cu2O, forming a characteristic red precipitate. Understanding these mechanisms helps predict reactions. For strong oxidizing agents like KMnO4 and K2Cr2O7, they oxidize aldehydes to carboxylic acids efficiently. For ketones, however, these vigorous oxidants cause C-to-C bond cleavage, yielding a mixture of carboxylic acids with fewer carbon atoms. When unsymmetrical ketones are subjected to strong oxidation, predicting products can be guided by Popoff's rule. This rule states that the C-to-C bond cleavage preferentially occurs such that the carbonyl group remains with the smaller alkyl group, or more stable intermediates are formed. For example, 2-pentanone could cleave in multiple ways, but Popoff's rule helps us identify the predominant products. Other strong oxidizing agents include chromic acid, which is a powerful oxidant for aldehydes, and concentrated nitric acid, which can oxidize both aldehydes and ketones, similar to permanganate, leading to C-to-C bond cleavage in ketones under harsh conditions. Let's summarize. For aldehydes, mild oxidants like Tollens and Fehling's are highly selective, converting them to carboxylic acids. Strong oxidants like KMnO4 or K2Cr2O7 also do the job. Ketones, due to the absence of the alpha hydrogen, are resistant to mild oxidation. They require harsh conditions and strong oxidants, leading to C-to-C bond cleavage and a mixture of smaller carboxylic acids, following Popoff's rule for unsymmetrical ketones. This distinction is fundamental for identifying and synthesizing organic compounds. Time to challenge yourselves with some medium-level questions. These problems will require you to apply your knowledge of specific reagents, reaction conditions, and product prediction for both aldehydes and ketones. Take your time, analyze each question, and try to write down the reactions and explanations. Ready for a deeper dive? The hard level will introduce you to more specialized oxidation reactions and their synthetic applications. At the hard level, we encounter the Baeyer-Villiger oxidation, a fascinating rearrangement where ketones are converted into esters and aldehydes into carboxylic acids using peroxy acids. This reaction involves the insertion of an oxygen atom, and the key is understanding migratory aptitude, which group moves to the oxygen atom. Generally, tertiary alkyl groups migrate more readily than secondary, followed by aryl, then primary alkyl, and finally methyl. Hydrogen has the highest migratory aptitude. This reaction is invaluable for synthesizing esters, which are often difficult to obtain directly. Another important selective oxidant is selenium dioxide, SiO2. It's used for alpha oxidation of aldehydes and ketones, converting them into 1,2-decarbonyl compounds, or for allylic and benzylic oxidation, creating alcohols or further oxidized products at those specific sites. Beyond simple carbonyl oxidation, understanding oxidative cleavage of carbon-carbon bonds is vital. Ozonolysis, for example, cleaves carbon-carbon double bonds, yielding aldehydes and ketones, which is an indirect way of generating or modifying carbonyl compounds. While not directly oxidizing aldehydes or ketones, it's a powerful tool in synthesis. Periodate oxidation specifically cleaves 1,2-diols, alpha-hydroxy ketones, and alpha-hydroxy aldehydes. For ketones undergoing C-to-C bond cleavage under strong conditions, the mechanism often involves enolization. The enol forms double bond becomes susceptible to oxidative attack, leading to bond breaking and further oxidation of the fragments into carboxylic acids. This process explains why vigorous conditions are needed for ketone oxidation. Understanding the mechanisms is key. For Baeyer-Villiger, it's a rearrangement, not a simple addition. The group that migrates retains its stereochemistry, which is important in chiral synthesis. SiO2 selectivity for alpha carbons or allylic benzylic positions is due to specific reaction pathways involving selenium intermediates. The enolization pathway for ketone cleavage explains the need for strong oxidants and high temperatures. These reactions are not just about adding oxygen, they involve complex electron transfers and bond rearrangements, making them powerful tools in organic synthesis. Mastering these concepts will give you a significant edge in competitive exams. Now, it's time for some challenging hard-level questions. These problems will test your ability to apply advanced concepts like Baeyer-Villiger oxidation, SiO2 reactions, and detailed mechanistic understanding. Focus on predicting products, explaining migratory aptitudes, and synthesizing compounds. Good luck! All right, future chemical engineers. Brace yourselves. The hardest level will push your boundaries, delving into intricate mechanisms, stereochemistry, and industrial relevance. At the hardest level, let's dissect the Baeyer-Villiger oxidation mechanism further. It starts with the nucleophilic attack of the ketone's carbonyl oxygen on the peroxy acid, forming a tetrahedral intermediate, also known as the Crigi intermediate. The crucial step is the migration of a substituent from the carbonyl carbon to the adjacent oxygen, with simultaneous expulsion of the carboxylate anion. The migratory aptitude, as we discussed, is critical, with hydrogen being the most migratory, followed by tertiary alkyl, aryl, secondary alkyl, primary alkyl, and finally methyl. Importantly, if the migrating group is chiral, its configuration is retained. Another important reaction, the Itard reaction, uses chromyl chloride to selectively oxidize methyl groups on aromatic rings directly to aldehydes, preventing overoxidation to carboxylic acids, which is a significant synthetic advantage. The oxidation of alpha-beta unsaturated carbonyls presents unique challenges and opportunities. The conjugated double bond can be epoxidized selectively using peroxy acids, often without affecting the carbonyl group itself, especially if the carbonyl is sterically hindered. For instance, sharpless asymmetric epoxidation, though typically for allylic alcohols, showcases how chirality can be introduced during oxidation. Beyond specific reagents, the principles of green chemistry are becoming paramount in oxidation. Traditional strong oxidants produce toxic waste. Modern approaches favor catalytic aerobic oxidation, using oxygen from the air as the oxidant, often with transition metal catalysts. Biocatalytic oxidation, using enzymes, offers highly selective and environmentally benign routes, crucial for sustainable chemistry. Let's also explore photooxidation and singlet oxygen. Aldehydes and ketones can undergo oxidation when exposed to light in the presence of a sensitizer that generates singlet oxygen. Singlet oxygen is a highly reactive electrophilic species that can attack the enol or enolate forms of carbonyl compounds, leading to the formation of hydroperoxides. These intermediates can then be converted into various oxygenated products. This mechanism is vital for understanding oxidative degradation processes and even some biological reactions. Finally, considering industrial applications, the oxidation of acetaldehyde to acetic acid is a cornerstone process. Similarly, the production of adipic acid involves the oxidation of cyclohexanol-cyclohexanone. Controlled oxidation reactions are also critical in the perfumery and flavor industry to synthesize specific aldehydes and ketones with desired aromatic properties. In summary, the oxidation of aldehydes and ketones is not a monolithic topic. It encompasses a spectrum of reactions, from mild selective oxidations for aldehydes to vigorous C-to-C bond cleavages for ketones, and specialized transformations like Baeyer-Villiger and Attard reactions. Understanding migratory aptitudes, mechanistic pathways, and the impact of structural features like alpha-beta unsaturation is crucial. Furthermore, the shift towards green and catalytic oxidation methods highlights the evolving landscape of organic synthesis, aiming for efficiency and sustainability. These advanced insights are what set apart top performers in competitive exams like JEE Advanced. Here are the first 5 challenging questions for the hardest level. These problems demand a comprehensive understanding of mechanisms, selective reagents, and advanced concepts. Think critically, apply your knowledge of migratory aptitudes and reaction conditions, and try to provide detailed explanations or synthetic routes. Take your time to solve them thoroughly. And here are the remaining 5 questions to further test your mastery. These questions delve into comparative analysis, detailed mechanistic proposals, and industrial applications. They require you to integrate knowledge from various aspects of organic chemistry. Push your limits, analyze the nuances, and formulate precise answers. This is where your true JEE Advanced preparation shines. Congratulations on completing this in-depth journey through the oxidation of aldehydes and ketones. You've navigated from basic definitions to complex mechanisms and real-world applications, covering everything essential for JEE Advanced. Remember, consistent practice and a deep conceptual understanding are your keys to success. For more such comprehensive educational content, practice questions, and expert guidance, visit synapse.omaps.in. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for regular updates and more exciting chemistry lessons. Keep learning, keep exploring, and keep excelling.